It was the night before the final exams, and Tom had barely touched his books. He had spent the last few days hanging out with his friends and enjoying the freedom of being a senior in high school. But now, with only a few hours left to study, Tom was starting to panic. He paced back and forth in his room, wondering how he could possibly learn everything he needed to know in such a short amount of time. As the clock ticked away, he felt his anxiety rising. Just when he thought all was lost, his phone rang. It was his neighbor, Mr. Johnson, a retired teacher who lived across the street. Mr. Johnson had always been a friendly and wise mentor to Tom, and he knew just how to calm him down. "Tom, I can tell you're feeling overwhelmed," Mr. Johnson said. "But you can still do this. You just need to focus and put in the work." Mr. Johnson offered to help Tom study, and they spent the rest of the night going over the material. With Mr. Johnson's guidance, Tom was able to understand concepts that had previously eluded him. As the sun began to rise, Tom felt a sense of calm and confidence wash over him. He knew that he had done everything he could to prepare for the exams. He thanked Mr. Johnson for his help and headed off to school. The exams were challenging, but Tom felt prepared. He remembered the lessons that Mr. Johnson had taught him and applied them to the questions. When the results were announced, Tom was shocked to learn that he had aced all of his exams. He rushed over to Mr. Johnson's house to share the good news. Mr. Johnson smiled and patted him on the back. "I knew you could do it, Tom," he said. "Remember, hard work and dedication always pay off in the end." Tom nodded, feeling grateful for Mr. Johnson's guidance. He realized that sometimes all it takes is a little bit of help and encouragement to achieve a last-minute miracle.